The ex-deputy president of Kenya, Rigathi Gachagua, came out to reveal that once upon a time, President William RUTO wanted to poison him. Now, someone may ask, but those are wild allegations to be made by the ex-president of Kenya. Rigathi Gachagua said these statements.
When RUTO decided he cannot work with me, he sent people to poison me in Kisumu. When it did not work, he sent people to poison me here. I was very careful. I used to go to State House. He would pick the first plate. I'm supposed to pick the second one. Mimi nachukua ya 7 ama ya 8. Saa ile walinishindwa kunimaliza, ndio akafanya impeachment. He didn't want to go to the impeachment way. They would have been happier to eliminate me. The way I can see watu ya ODM wanaongea wakitaka hii kiti ya running mate. Vile mimi naona watu ya Western wanaongea wakitumia hii maneno ya Olkalau. I have sent watu wa son Professor Kithure Kindiki to be careful. Hii maneno ya mandege, be careful. Be careful. Hii maneno ya chakula, be careful. Because at the end of it all, he is still our son. Si mtoto wetu.
That is Rigathi Gachagua. First of all, there is no bigger opposition in Kenya to William RUTO than Rigathi Gachagua. For your former president to come out and say that you wanted to poison him, one, it may be either right or he may be making wild allegations, and I want to talk about it in this video. Now, assassinations through poisoning, through shootings, etc., most especially in politics, are common. And most especially in young democracies like Africa, if someone makes an allegation, it may have some iota of truth. Because we've seen an assassination when somebody wants to take over the presidency or he wants to eliminate anyone. You remember the famous assassination of Robert Ouko in Kenya. Tom Mboya, etc., they were killed because of politics. So when the deputy president comes out to make such wild allegations, they must be interviewed. So, purpose of this video, I've come to talk about Rigathi Gachagua, RUTO's assassination, RUTO's poisoning of Rigathi Gachagua, what it means for our politics, and most importantly, the celebrities we can learn from the politics of our nation. But before I do this, I want to let you know that if you're into this channel, please subscribe. And if you're watching this video from a different platform, please head on to YouTube, type in Sula Mawagali. There's a lot of content of this nature. If geopolitics and economics is what you want, this will be definitely the right channel for you to subscribe to. One, for Rigathi Gachagua to come out and say that once upon a time they wanted to poison him, I personally, I may not want to believe it, but in Kenyan politics it may have some iota of truth. Now, if the first plate was for the president himself and the second is poisoned, who used to take the second plate? Such questions may come out to be asked. I was speaking to someone and he told me that maybe the second plate was always used by Raila Amolo Odinga as the reason as to why he died, because the circumstances in which Raila Amolo Odinga died were so shocking. He didn't get like a long life sickness. He all of a sudden died, and we all know the person who was the main beneficiary of Raila's death was William RUTO, because he wanted to take over his backyard. So after the handshake, because after the handshake, it is when the relationship of Rigathi Gachagua and RUTO failed. Remember, even when Raila Amolo Odinga did the handshake by Uhuru Kenyatta, it's when the friendship of Uhuru and RUTO failed. So it is very possible. It's the reason why even I think Gachagua reacted that way. Because he saw that he was being stifled, he was being stepped on, and decided not to accept it. So when Rigathi Gachagua comes out to make such a wild allegations, such questions must be asked, and the government has not come out to give out any explanation about that. Okay, me, I may not want to believe that RUTO wanted to poison Gachagua, but also in politics, nothing is done by mistake. You think Rigathi Gachagua just sat down and spoke about that? It is the truth. He even came out to warn Kindiki, but that now they want to stifle him. He said these statements.
Na huyu wakili ya Ruto anaitwa Abdunasir aliandika jana asubuhi. Sijui kama mlisoma. Alimuita Quack and something else. Akasema this is unexpendable. He is of no value. Nimepata habari vile walikuwa wananikosea heshima hao wa Kalenjin. Wameanza kumtesa huyu Kindiki hapo. Kumkosea heshima. So we professor, you are our son. I want to tell you because you are our son. Ukipata shida hapo mbele because utapata. Welcome back home. Zindio? Huyu mtu mfupi amepangiwa na Kasongo. Saa hii they don't see him like anybody. And I have sent word to him. Nimetuma mtu rafiki yake nimemwambia be careful. When Ruto decided he cannot work with me, he sent people to poison me in Kisumu. When it did not work, he sent people to poison me here. I was very careful. I used to go to State House. He would pick the first plate. I'm supposed to pick the second one. Mimi nachukua ya 7 ama ya 8. Saa ile walinishindwa kunimaliza ndio akafanya impeachment. He didn't want to go to the impeachment way. They would have been happier to eliminate me. The way I can see watu ya ODM wanaongea wakitaka hii kiti ya running mate. Vile mimi naona watu ya Western wanaongea wakitumia hii maneno ya Olkalau. I have sent word to our son, Professor Kindiki, to be careful. Hii maneno ya mandege, be careful. Be careful. Hii maneno ya chakula, be careful. Because at the end of it all, he is still our son. Si mtoto wetu. Na mimi ndio nataka kuomba vile wameanza kumulima na nimeona wanampangia. For now, ndio kama atakuja nyumbani asikuwe uncomfortable. Sasa tungangane na Kasongo. We direct all our fire against Kasongo. Hii Kindiki for now tuachane na yeye. We leave him alone. Let him be. Akipata shida akija nyumbani tutamkaribisha. Mungu akimsaidia akae huko ni sawa. But for now let us focus on William Ruto na watu yake akina Murkomen. Makobora yote yetu ielekeshwe William Ruto na nani? Na Murkomen. Hii Kindiki for now tuachane na yeye. Yeah? Au wale wasaliti au muendelee na hawa. Hawa nimesikia Senator John Medho akiongea Kameme leo. Amenifurahisha sana. Senator, you have made my day today. Amesema hii watu yote wasaliti ya Kasongo. Ile gari ya Kasongo wawekwe ndani na ile mlango ichomelewe na ile gas leader. Ndio wasitoke. So kuna wale wameenda beyond. The real enemies of our community. Kimani Ichung'wa, Mwangi Kiunjuri, Betty Maina, Wamombi, hiyo watu. Yeah? No, Kuria we have already said is an outcast in the community. Mambo yake tumemaliza. But at least huyu professor tuachane naye, sawa? Let's not attack him. Let's leave him alone because hatuwezi analimwa huko ndani na sisi tunamlima. Tuache. Wacha Kasongo alime yeye na watu yake, si ndio? Tumekubaliana.
That is Rigathi Gachagua, and it is the truth. One of the very big tasks William Ruto is going to be heading to is choosing a running mate, because the mountain is gone and the mountain has the biggest chunk of the votes. Kindiki, I personally, even if I'm Ruto, I may not retain him because he brings nothing on the table. There are some other new bases like Western, like the Luo Nyanza. It will depend on who is going to make his running. Some people are saying Oburu Odinga, the brother Raila Amolo Odinga. Some people are saying Wetangula. So it's going to be a tough decision. In 2022, it was an easy decision because the mountain was the biggest chunk of the votes, which was very assured. He did the right thing. Now the mountain has gone. And history tells us that where the mountain votes for is where leadership goes. It will be a very big task. Of course, as my opinion is truly Mr. Mark and the Kabesoleman Margaret. If you're into this channel, please subscribe, like, and comment so that I'm motivated to do more of such videos. I will see you on another one. Peace.